Well, we don't have an introduction because Goat's playing Spore. It's already been started.
It's the best. No, stop. It started. No, we're doing it raw. No.
It's already been started. We can't go back now.
No, start over. No, I want this Jake to be on the podcast. Gavin, you sit your little tight booty hole down.
We're just so loud right now. I'm gonna have to turn it down. Oh, I had to turn you on. You were still faded out. There isn't. This is it.
No, this is going up.
Wait, did you do the?
We're going up like
You
this.
didn't do the sound thing though.
It doesn't matter.
We're going up.
I can do that at the end.
I don't want this though.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Don't put this on.
It's so slow. I can't even change it. The internet's.
Oh. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't put this one up.
No, it's fine.
No, I want it to go up raw like this.
No, but I want it to be good.
You're gonna have to work real hard then, Goat.
Don't point it at me.
God, your trigger discipline's terrible.
No, it's
No, it's not even terrible. It's just non-existent.
yeah, it's just
You could have just shot me.
I could have. Probably. Oh yeah.
This man over here is trying to put an AK clip into a shotgun.
It's not a clip, you troglodyte.
I was trying to make it more funny. I know it's a magazine.
Okay.
What?
Damn.
All right, so
Damn it, it smells so bad in here. Get this dead cat off the table, Zach. No, seriously, Zach, get off the table. Seriously.
Goat, there's no cat.
Stop the light.
The cat's in your heart.
it's
Tell him about the cat.
It's in his brain cancer.
My autism protects me.
Gavin, tell him about the cat.
I'm Iron Man. Check it out. I'm dying without my power cord.
What the hell is happening? We didn't prepare episode 2.
It's just going downhill.
Oh, this is what we need.
Okay, so
Oh.
do your robot voice. Gavin and I are gonna do robot voice. Do your robot voice, Gavin.
Hello, my name is Gavin.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Here, let me turn off the music. Let me turn it up.
Turn off the music. Alright, no. What, you want me to keep going?
Yeah, right.
No.
It's
I
all
don't
you,
want to
Gavin.
Keep going.
Why would you want me to keep going?
Why was I programmed to feel pain? Why was Gavin made better than me? Dylan, why?
Because someone hates you.
Sometimes when I try to think, a little bit of blood drips out of my urethra. I got an x-ray the other day and found an infant's hand in my kidney.
I'm sorry, what?
When I move, my skin crinkles.
Alright, so we talking about conspiracy theories?
born with glass bones.
No, that's another episode. We can't do it this episode.
We have to hold it back till it's fully
Yes.
charged.
You gotta do this. You gotta do the special boy cannon.
Boy!
Boy!
We're doing the Piccolo third eye charge. That's what's going on right now.
Gavin, what are you? Gay?
Hey, Goat. What's the gayest thing you've ever done?
I'm gay. It's gayest thing you ever said, Zach. Jesus.
We can retry it. It's okay.
No, we're not doing it again.
Why'd you melt the stopbox?
I didn't melt it. Visual cues don't work on this, Gavin. Why are you ruining it?
Hi, I'm here with Gavin Clark. I almost said his name.
Oh no! Identity's been revealed.
Hey, my name is Kareem Shahab.
Oh shit, we're on the watch list now.
Oh.
I ever tell you that story? Okay, so we got this guy
Story
from
time.
High school named Osama Khan. He was just this.
Yeah, you told me about this one.
Muslim man who didn't speak English well, but understood it. But I think he said
Wasn't
it
he
wrong on
Palestinian?
purpose. No, he was Muslim.
Okay.
Oh, just
And
Muslim? Where?
He was all right, but he would come up to Kareem because he thought Kareem was Muslim, right? Huh?
Muslim means you.
That's a religion.
Right, I
Not
understand.
as opposed to Pakistani.
No, I don't know where he comes from though.
Oh, okay, correct.
But like, he wasn't Palestinian though.
Middle Eastern.
Yeah, he was just dwark. So anyway, so he comes up to us, Kareem specifically, and he just does a little fist bump, and he just says, "Why are you so fat?" And Kareem just looks at him, and like he just ponders. He's like, "What does that mean?"
Kareem's not fat.
Right, I
Kareem's really
understand.
skinny.
He's like, "Why are you so fat?" He said it was such a big smile on his face, like he meant something else.
You meant the rapper fat, KJ.
Goat.
But anyway, so this man had kind of like a weird friendship with Kareem, and he would kind of like not harass him, but he would keep talking to him, and Kareem would show disinterest and try to go away, but this man would follow him. When they were walking in the hallway, Osama Khan, like to classes, Osama Khan would go out of his way to meet him. Like he would walk the wrong way to class just to go meet Kareem. And one day on Facebook, we just see Osama Khan has just put a picture of himself on his Facebook page as his profile of him holding an A13 rifle. And I go, oh shit. And I go to message him, I put a comment on his picture, and I said, hey Osama, you sure you want to put that picture up? And Kareem like devolved it into chaos, and Osama's like, what do you mean? And Kareem just goes, hey Osama, you just want to go kill Goat and shoot up the school? And then the next
On social media.
yeah, the Egyptian kid, the Muslim kid, and the high risk kid are all talking about guns.
In schools.
He tagged the school in the fucking photo. Oh! and so it goes down in 5 minutes. And I'm like, Osama, did you remove the comments? No. Kareem, did you remove your comment? No. I'm like, oh. So I sat there very panicked for the next hour. Because I had stopped going to that school. But I sat very panicked for the next hour thinking authorities were just going to SWAT team rush my house. Oh. One time, Kareem and I were burning couches in his backyard because...
Oh, just whole couches?
Yes, we were just burning
You know,
couches.
we could have used a couch.
Oh, no, they were infested. They weren't good anymore.
Infested with what? Your AIDS?
You're a bad person.
Goat sat here.
But anyway, so,
There's
We-
not enough disinfect spray to clean anything you
his-
sit on.
His bitchy neighbor was like, so he burned him. But his bitchy neighbor was like, why are you burning couches? You can't burn that certain part of the couch. I will call, well, what's the committee for
The
neighborhoods?
EPA? Oh, the HOA.
Yeah, the HOA.
cares?
Home Association.
Well, you
But
do when
anyway-
they fine you.
So she's like, I'll call them, and then he's just like trying to explain to her. He's like, no, they're almost all gone. Just let me throw these like last couple of couch cushions on. And she's just arguing with him. And I just walk up, and she goes, "Who's that?" And I go, "Hi, my name's Drew Shahab." I just keep walking. So now people in that neighborhood think I'm that man's brother. So whenever we meet somebody, and Kareem knows I'm gonna act a fool, he's like, "Hey, this is my brother, Drew Shahab."
Doesn't that just reflect worse on him?
No,
We
Kareem
wa-
doesn't care.
We walk around, and sometimes he introduces me as his dad. That's not a joke.
I can't wait to see you as a father, Goat.
You know, I actually thought about that back when I had my mohawk. Just shave off the mohawk, just stay bald, grow a beard, wear lumberjack shirts. And
Be your dad.
Some
Yeah.
really nice flannel.
No. My dad didn't wear flannel.
Get the pearl snap flannel. So you can just rip them off.
And just wear like Wrangler jeans and have like a baby harness and carry Kareem around in it. Go to the movies.
Isn't Kareem like almost taller than you?
And he's my size. He's just much thinner.
So you think we'd have to make a custom baby harness?
I think I could jam him into one.
Make sure you get one that stretches.
Dude, the funniest thing is every time I see, like, because I work over in a rich part of Georgia, and there's all these white women that are trying to be, you know, like naturalistic and, you know, be rural, I guess. But so they don't have like harnesses; they just wrap them. You know,
Oh
like
yeah, I've seen
traditional
people
wraps.
that do that.
So whenever I see them, I look over and I just go, dude, that woman has a baby growing on her chest. You see that shit right there? And some of them are starting to catch on to it because they wear it multiple times.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm pretty sure they're about to report me for just like harassing them.
See, whenever I see those women, like, they always like tie them in these big cartoonish knots on like around the baby or on like the side because they can't actually do it on their back. And I'm just waiting for that baby to eat shit. I'm just waiting for the
yeah.
baby to drop.
I don't. That'd be terrible.
I know.
Well,
What's
yeah.
wrong with you guys?
Well, no, like we're waiting for them to show that they're a horrible parent.
Yeah, because they're going all naturalist. Oh, did you hear about? I think it was Italy or I'm not entirely sure, but there was a family, and they're like, we're gonna raise our newborn, totally vegan, and they ended up taking it to the doctor, and it was like severely malnourished, so they took the kid and threw the parents in jail.
Oh, that's rad.
And I'm like, I'm pretty sure babies are supposed to drink milk. Like that's a thing. I'm
Yeah.
fairly certain.
Yeah, they need nutrients.
They were probably just feeding
Wait,
it like
hold on,
kale
hold
and
on,
spinach
hold on.
juice.
Oh, that would suck as a babby. What's up?
Do vegans not believe in breastfeeding?
Oh yeah, it's a good question.
Oh shit.
Are they an animal?
Oh no.
Do we
hold on.
Elephant Man already made that point clear.
Do we know anybody that is vegan
Ask
and has a
Cersei.
kid?
I will ask Cersei. Oh, well, she's vegetarian. She's not vegan.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah,
never
that's
mind.
right.
Oh, also, to fill air, Gavin, say something gay.
I'm gay. Why would she eat the butter? She's vegetarian.
She's lactose intolerant.
Oh, okay.
So she's
I
basically
don't wanna believe
vegan.
that he did that to the
So
butter.
so she's
Ooh, that and put his fingers in our fucking butter?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't want to believe it either,
Okay,
but I
hold
already
on.
threw the
So-
butter.
So I googled vegan and breastfeeding.
You took my fucking cheeses. Go on.
Go ahead.
And
explain.
so
hold on. All right, Dylan, go first.
people are saying like if you're on a vegan diet, do not breastfeed your child.
Why?
You're missing vitamin B12, calcium, and zinc.
So you're actually weak, and
So
your child won't survive the winter.
even if you were doing a vegan thing and you were giving them breast milk, the baby wouldn't be getting what it needed anyway.
Right.
Give me
And all
this-
these vegan people probably wouldn't give their kids formula.
Yep.
Give me 1 second.
If they're
Fill the
hardcore.
air. Oh shit, my phone's dead. Fill the air.
No, give it to Gavin.
Yeah, I gotta tell my Jesus story. His story. What a fucking tale. Alright, so
You can go
and
grab my
I
phone if you need it.
have this roommate that I don't get along well with him anymore.
No, you gotta say it like you go.
Oh, we don't get along well with him anymore. we moved in and everything was alright. And we had such high hopes. And this man,
What
well, I was
happens?
skeptical, but then
What happens if he listens to this?
I don't know. Do we care?
No, we don't.
Okay, cool.
I
Oh,
We don't live there, Zach. That's all
Zach,
we gotta say.
Zach, you're under the impression that he cares about anything else other than himself.
alright. So
okay. Continue.
Ooh.
Also, it's kind of hard to hear the podcast when your head is so deeply larged in your ass. Go ahead.
All right, cool.
Larged.
Yeah, large. What? All right.
I'll lodge my head in your ass.
Oh.
You know, I might have to take you up on that offer. Get over here.
So things
Jesus
just start going
Christ.
downhill because this man is just petty as fuck. It's really bad. He turned the AC off again, but only for like half an hour's time. Anyways, I came home. I'm very protective of my food. Like, I'll share a lot of shit with other people, but there's certain things that I'm
Yeah,
not.
he shared with me, so he's a good person.
There's certain things that I don't share with other people. And I fucking love Cheez-Its. Kareem can agree with this probably.
I'm gonna go
Kareem
ahead and
is
say
also-
this anyway. Like, if I saw anybody that had a box of Cheez-Its, I wouldn't expect them to share because Cheez-Its are dank as hell.
Yeah. Do you have a preference as to flavor, Zach?
I like the ones that are just like extra cheesy that just have the powder on them.
Okay. I
Or-
fuck with that as well.
Yeah, or any of the like the white cheese ones or like anything spicy. Any of the spicy Cheez-Its are really good.
Now, how about you, Dylan?
The white cheddar ones are the best.
All right, so now as you can all see,
I
we
know.
all love our Cheez-Its.
Yeah.
And we would all be very heartbroken should some fuckboy come and steal our Cheez-Its. Now, I came home one day, and there is a rift, if you will, in my Cheez-Its bag. The plastic bag was torn in half, pretty much. Someone fucked with my Cheez-Its. They're the hot and spicy ones that are Tabasco sponsored. I'm a big fan of those personally. I had been munching down on them throughout the whole week, and it really fucked with my week and just added an extra twist of lemon shit on top of this roommate surprise. I was really not a fan. So I just wanted to get that out there. But anyways.
Pass it back.
Did he not dump the Cheez-Its back into the box?
I had to manually.
I'm sorry that you had to store Cheez-Its that way. That's not how God intended them to be stored.
Man. See, and this is a little valuable lesson for all of y'all. If you guys have a friend that you want to move in with, or you're moving in with, and they are into the arts, don't move in with them.
But I like art.
No.
and
I'm
arts.
talking about as a profession.
Yeah, you don't want to make that your career.
What do? Video editing.
Well,
For?
that might change.
I make SFM and memes.
Oh,
That might change.
How to gamer
ladies and
shower.
gentlemen. Oh no!
You want to explain
Same
this?
as you, noob.
Same as you, noob.
Nice and wet. The monsters. It says the fairy. I fairy.
I saw it on the Facebook.
No, like
Jesus
another
Christ! I
one,
couldn't
'cause
turn
I
that
came
down
home-
quick enough.
I came home and we just start. He
Can you
just
point
starts
that away
complaining
from
to
me?
He starts complaining to me about the dishes again. And I was like, I don't. For some reason, when he complains to me about the dishes, I get really angry because it's not me, and he just like unleashes his vitriol on me. He doesn't shout or anything. He just gets really venomous. And so he starts talking about the dishes, and all I say whenever he brings it up is, "All right, man." So I just go, "All right, man." He just keeps talking about it. I'm like, "All right, man," and then he gets quiet for a little bit, and he's like, "Hey, you want to check out this meme I made?" And I'm like, No, I don't want to look at your meme. Sorry, I'm trying to talk away from the microphone. And so then I just don't want to cause trouble, because if you make it worse, then he's even more of a terrible person. So I just go, okay.
Well,
let me
if you
see
make it worse, he'll just sit in his room for a week and not talk to anyone.
So
This
so-
happened, folks.
Yeah, it did. And anyways, I just
Go,
ignore
just
him.
make it real again.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh
Dylan.
god, the doorbell went off.
He fucking it was a fucking JoJo's meme with Overwatch. Oh,
Pass it real quick. Man, fuck. But on the bright side, Gavin and I's bond has become much stronger.
Yeah.
And we just sit and talk about all the things we like and play good video games. I mean, Dylan's still my wife. I still love you, Dylan. Dylan just put his foot on me to declare dominance.
I mean, I'd try, but I can't reach you from across the table.
Yeah,
That's
don't
why I'm
fucking
better than
touch
you.
me, you dwarf.
I will.
Oh,
The lighter's right there too.
Alright, we just have a bundle. Like, this isn't like the cat thing. I mean,
The cat's still there.
we have a bundle of fireworks. Just sitting
Whoa,
on. No,
okay,
okay.
let's
Alright. Oh, no, okay,
Whoa,
alright.
Okay,
Alright.
that's done.
He started lighting it.
It's in a cup of water, so it'll be fine.
No,
Okay.
the wrong end.
Woo! And then it's like, wait. Oh, this isn't water. It's fucking lighter fluid. But yeah.
Oh, there's the fire
Oh,
juice.
fuck. Just a thing of moonshine. This man took a sniff and just. Ooh, his
So
body.
like the sugar hit me, and then the alcohol did.
Oh, okay. Hold this, Gavin.
Like it smells so good, and then it catches you.
And then it burns your nostrils.
It's because
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
peach moonshine.
Doesn't it smell so good? It is delicious.
Is it good?
It's alright.
Look at all that sweet
Oh,
silence.
I also failed to mention. So I went to the over here in the fine state of Georgia. I went to the Aesop Rock and Homeboy Sandman concert. What up?
Oh, my insides. Okay, continue.
All right. So speaking of fire,
we don't
I
play.
went
boy.
to this dank ass rap concert, and Okay, I'm straight edge, and so I don't drink anything, but I got fucking lit, just without the drugs.
Because that's the best way to do it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And so I was hooting and hollering and screaming because I knew all the lyrics and shit, and they played
Because
some
you're trying to get that thuggery going.
the thuggery. Oh fuck. And well, yeah, that's actually relevant. So because the thuggery took over my body as the night went on, it was about a 3-hour concert, and the music shut off and all that shit, and I went to talk to the artist, and I found out soon that I sounded like fucking Steve-O from Jackass, like 1-to-1 resemblance to Steve-O, the great man himself. And so I'm going in the car ride. Well, first of all, I go up to the...
I'll confirm because I heard you later that evening.
Yeah. Oh, I just farted. But first of all, I went up to the rap artist and I was like, "Hey, man." I was like, "I really liked your music." He's like, "You need to do more shit with, this artist and that artist." And so it only fully hit me when I was in the car ride home, and I realized that I needed to take advantage of this. And so I just start preaching to and dirty talking my girlfriend in my Steve-O voice. And it got it got really good. I had a good time with it, and for like the ensuing fucking 5 days that I sounded like my waifu himself, Steve-O.
How did your office take it?
It was gone by the time I went there, because I took a week off work, remember?
Oh, forgot about that.
Yeah, I accidentally got Gavin sick. I got
And your
this-
other roommate.
Yeah, I was just sucking his dick.
Yeah, I got him sick because I had an illness the previous Wednesday
You're
to
still
his
not
concert.
through with it either. It's still
Oh,
not
no.
completely gone.
No, it's just mucus. I just have mucus, that's all. The illness is gone. I don't feel bad. I just have mucus, is all.
You can still be sick and not feel bad.
No, I mean, like, my sinuses are fine. I just have a little bit of snot here and there. But, so, I was dying the Sunday he went to the concert. Like, he's like, "Yeah, guys, I'm gonna go to a concert with my girlfriend." He had a great time. Meanwhile, I was at work working a 13-hour shift, and at one point I just look over at Nick, and I'm like, "Nick, I'm having a hard time seeing. You want to go on break?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure, man." And I went to go get in the driver's seat of my car, because I was gonna drive us back to my house so I could take a nap and also pay my bills. And I passed out as soon as I got in the vehicle. So... I've gotten over that illness. And we've also found that as Gavin sounds like Steve-O when he is sick, I sound like Kronk from Emperor's New Groove when I'm
That voice
feeling
actor's awesome.
unwell. He's pretty good. Hey, you know what was terrible that he did? The live action Tick.
Oh, don't.
Batman Whale. Yo, Dylan, you haven't said much. What do you think of the Tick?
Dylan? He just shakes his head.
Oh.
I guess that is his opinion.
Okay. Have you-
Cartoon was alright. Movie was shit.
Pete?
I'm pretty sure
Oh, it
most
wasn't a
people
movie.
would agree with that.
Oh, the live. I thought the live action.
It
one
was a
movie.
24 episode
Oh, fuck
season.
that. That's even worse.
I watched all of it.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. It was okay. It was just bad. But you know me and bad.
Yeah.
I like it. Unless it's
that why
Yeah,
you
just
is-
like
is-
Sonic 06.
Is that why you like
I
Dylan?
don't like it though because it wasn't done.
Because it's bad.
No, but it wasn't.
But
not
it's
done.
bad though.
I don't want to play like Mighty Number 9 either because like Sonic 06, it's unfinished.
Boy. No, that game's done.
oh,
Back
is
on
it
topic.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, someone said it was
No.
unfinished. Oh shit.
That game's done.
Oh, that's bad.
All intended features are in the game.
Okay.
Now you gotta play it.
So
Oh, I beat it.
I'm talking to Goat.
I'm gonna go ahead and
And I gotta play it and fall in love with it.
I can barely work this mixer. It hurts to work the mixer
Why?
because I dislocated my shoulder, and this is weird.
Oh,
It just hurts. It's weird.
I'm
I don't
sorry.
like it. I don't know what's wrong with me.
I mean, it just
You should
happened.
Go to the doctor.
No, that's this arm.
This man is wearing a tiger shirt, and he has condensed the way he's sitting. He's condensed the face so much that it now looks like a pug shirt. No, go back to where it was.
my penis
Yeah.
Yeah.
yes.
Dude, I
Straight
love
on the
my
crotch.
tiger shirt.
And I'm
I-
wearing my Juggalo Ouija board
like
shirt.
the first day I walked into the school when I was in high, because I got this when I was in high school. Like,
and
3
Gavin's
years
wearing
ago.
nothing. Nothing at all.
Yep, he's just sitting in the corner. He's like the greased up deaf dude.
We let him out of his cage.
He's rubbing beans on himself so he can stay
You
young.
mean frijoles?
Oh, I made over 10 pounds of rice.
Oh, could you reiterate?
Yeah, I made over 10. I made over 10 pounds of rice and beans this week for my work week. Some asshole came up to me today when I was microwaving them. He's like, "Hey man, that looks good," and I was like, "You shut your fucking mouth."
You should add some chicken to it, and then have rice and chicken and some beans.
Chicken costs money.
So for those of you who haven't put it together yet, this is why Gavin and I get along
I'm
so well.
you could probably afford chicken.
Yeah.
It's not that expensive. Just buy a shitload of it and freeze it. Get it when it's on sale.
Oh yeah, in that wonderful freezer we have.
Well, that's why you come over here and vacuum seal it. Process it, vacuum seal it, and then take it home, and then
Oh,
keep
yeah.
a count of them.
Forgot
And then
we
when
had
someone
you
eats
as a
it-
resource.
Don't talk about me as a resource. That's right. My family's going to use you as a resource, Goat.
I'm sorry. I've just
already
been
have.
thinking about my number 9.
Oh, it's okay.
I've never seen it.
420.
Oh, speaking of wonderful games, I've been playing Spore recently.
Spore's good.
Get out of here.
I like Spore
Go-
too.
Spore is just a collection of broken promises.
That's far.
You're muted.
Oh, did you get muted?
No, he didn't.
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't. I was lied to.
Oh shit.
Go. What are you doing? Stop it.
This is what we deal with.
Yeah! It scares dogs.
No, I don't think it doesn't scare dogs. So Goat and Gavin were on either side of my dog, and Goat started. What is it? The throat singing.
Dual tone singing.
Yeah, and he starts doing it, and my dog is kind of like, I don't know what the hell this is. And then Gavin starts doing it. She turns, she's like, I don't know what the hell this is. And then they either harmonized or they were the sound waves were clashing and it was making dead zones. Either way, my dog just started looking back and forth and got really scared. It looked like she didn't know what she was what she was witnessing.
I know all dogs hate that.
When I went to back when I used to be a hoodlum and smoke the marijuana, I went to a
That
pet
ain't
store
hoodlum shit.
with my friends and while high, and I'm like, what would happen if I just stood at the fish tank and made this noise and all the fish turned to me and came to me in a mass?
I'm gonna call BS. I need to see this. I want
All right,
to.
let's do
I
it.
want to witness this.
Okay.
Witness me.
Hey, Lamau, brown elf nurse is on her way.
Wait, what?
Figure.
So, Dylan, you wanted the jank the most. You want to give us some jank? You can go a little jank out there?
What?
You said in the beginning of the podcast, you're like, no, I want this jank to be on the internet. Give us
Oh
some
yeah, I'm gonna
bad.
apologize for the beginning of this.
No. That the beginning was what I was referring to.
No, but the whole podcast needs to be jank. You need to say bad things.
If you want jank, take a picture of the setup and post it.
I mean, it's getting better, just except for the clutter.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, guys.
I don't care.
Pretty sure I'm part hoarder.
Oh, it doesn't
don't
bother
care.
me. Well, no, you're a dwarf. We've discussed this. I'm a goblin. I do useful things, and you just collect shit.
Goblin. Name one thing that useful that goblins do. They don't do shit that's useful.
They were the main characters in my favorite
Oh,
RTS.
that doesn't count. Shut up.
They also keep the dwarf population low.
That's not true. Goblins and dwarves don't interact.
Dragons keep the dwarf population low,
That is true.
and I
Hey,
don't want to
you know-
talk about
You know
it.
who dragons don't fuck with goblins?
That's true.
That's because goblins literally ain't worth the time.
Right?
No, yeah, if you have like 800 goblins and one dragon, the dragon's gonna lose.
No, it won't.
Yeah.
It'll get annoyed.
Exactly. Just because you're scared of dragons doesn't mean you have to dictate who wins and loses.
Yeah,
in
but
the
goblins are
situation.
fucking scared of horses.
That is true. Horses are big and scary, though.
Get out of here, you fucking longshanks.
No, those are orcs. Thank you very much. Get your terminology down.
No.
Those are
Aren't those
goblins.
orcs?
Goblins say longshanks to humans.
Oh. Wait,
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
but are they longshanks?
No.
No, humans are longshanks.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
They could probably use it on other goblins if
I
they
thought-
wanted
I thought
to.
Orcs were longshanks, my bad.
Nope.
It's a term goblins use. So I mean, if they wanted to, we could use it on just like how I
Hey,
call
Goat,
you my
said
silver
you wanted to
honky.
trigger people?
Yeah.
I'm gonna trigger you right now.
Okay.
Let me pull up this figure that just went up for pre-order.
All right.
Explain
let's,
it to us so
fill
the-
the noise.
Explain it. Explain the figure to the people.
So this is an Ava Unit 1. Do you want to guess what that color scheme is from?
It's orange and black.
Evangelion versus Godzilla.
That is actually a thing.
Yes.
I didn't think
I
it
wasn't
was.
aware of that.
Someone
It's
said
a
it. I
real
didn't think
thing.
it was a real
Who
thing.
wins?
It's not out yet.
Oh, it's-
Evangelion,
oh, I
obviously,
didn't know
because
that.
Yeah.
Evangelion because Godzilla is
See,
always
you-
evil.
This doesn't trigger me. That's kind of weird, but I mean, Godzilla fought Charles Barkley.
Oh yeah, and then he had to put some dunks on him.
What did Godzilla not fight? That's a good question.
He has not yet fought the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Oh, he hasn't fought dwarves either.
Has a mod Mega Man,
He hasn't fought any of the
anything from Monster
Jaegers.
Hunter.
Godzilla has not fought Michael Jackson yet.
Well, that's because he can't now.
Oh no! Ghosts
he missed
do
his
affect
shot.
Godzilla. You know that, right? You
No-
know
no.
alien ghosts are a thing in fucking Godzilla?
Go. I've only watched 3 Godzilla movies. That's not including the new one that I didn't finish. So
Not
technically,
even a
it's
casual.
4. So like I've seen one of the ones with Mothra. I've seen one with Ghidorah, the original.
The
'Cause-
original?
I guess, yeah. My mom has like a box set of like I guess the best or something, and I watched the first one of that, so I'm just gonna assume it's the original. and then I watched the most recent one, but I never finished it.
Gotcha.
So I need to watch more. I want to watch more. I just don't own any of them.
I have 45 Godzilla figures. I love them all.
Oops.
No, it's titties. So I had fever dreams recently.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, were they good?
We need to talk about this. We need to talk about SCP as well. But yeah.
We need to do a whole episode.
I think we should just do SCP as an episode.
Yeah. Okay. We'll save that for later then.
because I need to read about them.
It is tangentially related. Man. So I'm gonna mention it briefly, but I'm not gonna go into detail. So Goat and I have been reading SCPs, which are kind of for to make it as brief as possible. They're sci-fi themed, government style false documents.
Made by X.
Yeah, made by an anonymous person. Oh, it's a wiki,
Yeah, I know.
so anyone can contribute, but it's largely
Yeah.
X. Yeah.
What is that?
And so-
I was in the threads where that started.
Oh, cool. And so these are documenting anomalous objects, so supernatural objects and entities as a whole, so humanoids as well and plant matter and stuff like that. But
Weird shit.
yeah, and so a lot of them are spooky by nature, so I was reading a lot of those, and I had this sickness that Goat just mentioned, so I was trying to go to bed one night. Goat wasn't home; it was just our other roommate that we mentioned earlier. He was hiding in his room, of course. When I started thrashing around my bed, and my body was really hot, I didn't know what was happening. And so I just started having these hallucinations. And now I'm a software engineer by trade, so most of these hallucinations were software engineering related. Which is really weird, to be honest. And it wasn't like LSD or anything like that where I had any epiphanies. It was mostly just confusing and terrifying. Yeah, I dreamed of trying to run. Someone kept using or adding a plugin to my compiler that I was trying to use, and it would fuck up code generation, and then I would have to restart, and they wouldn't stop inserting it right before compilation time.
That's terrible.
Yeah, so I just got really upset.
Like that's a real nightmare.
Well, I also had a compulsion thing going on where I was like, I need to rewrite everything in Rust, and I was like, I have to do it. And so I was just sitting in my bed, and I was just thinking about this and thinking about how to do it, and like frantically assembling plans and shit. And it was also part dream because of what happened when I was trying to do that. I never actually touched a computer during this. I just thought it was happening. And so, yeah. And so later, I was like, all right, I had to pee a lot because I was just chugging water to try and keep the fever down and to try and manage congestion. So I got out of bed. Well, no, I didn't. I tried to get out of bed and I couldn't figure out how to take the covers off because I didn't know what was happening and I didn't know how my body was operating. Kind of like I didn't feel my limbs the right way. So I was just thrashing around and trying to figure out how to take the covers off. And I did have the stereotypical LSD moment where fluids were going backwards, and that shit was terrifying as well. Like it's like if you sniffle with your nose and the mucus goes back up, except that for everything, and I could just see it happening. And so I was Zach, this was terrifying.
How high was your fever?
I don't know. We don't have a thermometer in the house.
But we got a can opener.
Yeah, but we do have a can opener that Goat didn't know about.
I think we're gonna have to buy a thermometer now.
Yeah, it keeps going though. All right, so I got out of bed and I kept going back and forth to pee. Now, every time I went to go to the bathroom and I would go back, we go through a hallway in my house. It's not long enough to be one of those trippy, terrifying hallways. So that wasn't the danger, but it has an opening on the right into our living room, and there's a couch right there. So
Is that when you sent me that thing about the thing on the couch?
yeah, I'm getting there. And so I was gonna looked through this sort of portal doorway opening thing, and I just saw this man sitting on the couch. This pale man just sitting on the couch and staring at me.
Oh yeah, I was at your house.
Right? He wasn't fat, Dylan.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's the
Oh
scariest part
shit!
of
Then
it
it's
all.
none of your friends.
So
Exactly.
it can't be my dad.
Yeah.
No. Remember, you only have like a quarter of your
I
dad.
have my dad's ass. That's it. I know it's his ass.
That's the canon. Is
It's half.
we have part of his dade, so I think it was a half dade ghost. And that shit was terrifying, and I kept having to pee, so I kept having to see it, and I knew it was gonna be there. I went back in my bedroom, and about this time it was like 9 p.m. or so, and Goat gets off work at 9 p.m. So I was like, well, Dade's gonna come home. I was like, Goat's gonna come home, and it's gonna be alright, because I can just talk to him. Because I wasn't about to go knock on my roommate's door.
It'd be like, I'm seeing stuff.
Well, yeah, because the ghost was gonna get me. And it wasn't because I was afraid to interrupt him, because the stuff was fucking real.
It's because he couldn't defend you against a ghost.
That, and I was gonna disturb it by knocking on the door. It was like if I didn't interact with other people, then it wasn't real. But when Goat came in the door, he was gonna turn the light on, which he did. The plan worked. And so dude, I had all this shit planned out. So it was 9 p.m. and I was sitting in my bed and I was like, alright, I know it's a fever at this point. Goat's gonna be home in like half an hour. Goat didn't get home until like an hour and a half later. So I was just sitting on my bed, fucking scared shitless. Like, I shouldn't say like so much, but
I think I need a key.
seeing these ghosts, man, that shit was terrifying.
So you can just,
So-
when you say that, I can just be like, Gavin, do I need to come over? And you can just be like, yeah, and I can just show up and see it with
pro
you.
Tip from people who hallucinate often. From,
Salt.
like, schizophrenia. No. Digital clocks. If you're hallucinating, you can't read digital clocks.
Seriously?
Yep.
I don't own a digital clock because I like analog.
I have a digital clock in my room for this very reason.
All right. So Zach just freaked out and ran away from the table. And,
No. Like, so I had the flu for 2 weeks one time, and I was having these fever hallucinations. And I started hallucinating from, like, fever dreams, basically. Looked at a digital clock, no numbers. All right, I went back to sleep.
Oh shit. You mean like the red iridescent ones, right? 'Cause
Yes.
I could read my phone, and that's different.
Mhm.
Okay, because I've had times where I'm in a room with my
Like go to, like, Walmart.
My
or
room
something.
has one.
Go to, like, Walmart or something like that and buy, like, one of the cheap $9 ones. That's all you need.
No, I'll just try and make them.
It doesn't need to be set to anything. It just needs to be not blinking.
Because, in all honesty, if you need to, if you feel like there's a ghost in the house, go to my room. Because I feel that would be the safest place, because there's just another ghost in there.
It's true. Oh, and that goes to fucking destroy any of the other ones. Your ghost is OP.
And my dad's ass is powerful.
Yeah. You know it can't be his ass because it's fat, right? Well, no, it wasn't.
My dad's ass was muscular as shit. But anyway, so to add on to that evening when
It's
I got
okay,
home,
guys, I have a digital clock now.
Gavin relayed the evening's events to me, and I was like, "Oh shit, man!" And I talked to him about it, and I'm like, "Well, you need to drink some water." So we drank a good bit of water, and we just walked 5.5 miles.
Oh yeah.
We walked to and from Walmart that evening, and
Yeah, it was.
and in the last mile stretch, I'm like, we've been walking for a while, and we've been walking for about like 2.5 hours at that point.
What about when you like almost intentionally try to scare me about ghosts? So he walks into this pitch black section of the neighborhood. He's like, "Hey Gavin, do you see any people in there?"
So you guys need to message me more when paranormal stuff starts happening, because I don't let it on enough. I know so much about supernatural stuff and how to deal with it.
Trey and I watch it every Friday.
Shut up.
What do you mean? No, like every Friday there's a show that comes on where they do paranormal stuff, and we always watch
Oh,
it
so you're talking
every
about the
Friday.
show Supernatural.
No. We're talking like the one where it's the guy Zach. His name's Zach, and there's 2 other people, and they go into houses. For like the past year and a half, those will come on new every Friday, and we just like the locations. They did one in a South American country, and there's an island, and there's just dolls on it. Like people, like I guess a kid died or something. Like someone left a doll, and the people just kept bringing dolls. And there was one scene. Now I'm not gonna say a lot of their stuff is real or fake, but you can tell when they're kind of cheesing it on. But there was one, and they got really freaked out because they heard a noise from one of the babies. So they go up to this doll and take it apart, and there's no electronics in it, but you can blatantly tell that that's where that sound was coming from.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so no, the reason why I know about the digital clock thing is because that's one of the ways to figure out if you're dreaming, too. When
Seriously?
you're trying to induce lucid dreaming, mirrors don't work correctly.
Because lucid dreams are awesome.
So the trick that I always used to do was because I tried to lucid dream for a really long time, and I finally got it. And it was
There's a YouTube video lady I listened to that's really good for it.
the thing that I always had was a protractor. So like a straight triangular one. And so I would look at that in my hand and look at the mirror. The angles would be off on it in the mirror because it didn't work correctly. It's like, okay, look at the digital clock. Digital clock's not on. I know it's on. Okay, I'm dreaming.
That's the most autistic way to find out if you're lucid dreaming.
So-
is protractor.
I have
No, its angles are different.
Yeah, I know. It's just
Yeah.
funny.
So I do have a little tidbit. to finish the evening, and also a little something else about ghosts. When we were walking home in the last mile stretch, I'm like, hey man, we've been walking for a while. We had like 0.8 of a mile left to walk, and we sat down at a illuminated bus bench, right? Oh. And we were just shooting the shit, and I walk barefoot whenever I go on a walk, so my feet were a little sore. I walked on glass that evening. Well, no, that's how
You probably got the AIDS.
That's how you grow strong. But anyway, or die. But anyway, so we just hear a, hey, you, in the distance, and we see it's the homeless man, so we're just like, all right, and then we just ran.
Well, it's because he kept going.
Yeah, we started to walk away, and like we just kept hearing, hey guy, hey, and we were like, no, because it's 2 a.m. You've got nothing good to say to us.
Oh, Dylan, there was a guy who wanted to do hood rat shit.
You just want to do hood rat shit?
He wanted to smoke with the cigarettes.
He actually did.
Yeah, we walked past him, we nodded, and he was fine. And then he just turns around, like, after 10 feet away from us and goes, hey, you guys got any cigarettes?
No, he said, he's like, do either you guys smoke cigarettes?
Oh.
So he's either trying, yeah, that's why I was like...
He was probably trying to bum a lighter.
I thought he was trying to sell us some shit. So he looked young, I guess. Well, you look like a date.
I do look like a dade.
I don't know. If I saw you with like a little kid, I'd be like, do I need to call Child Protective Services?
Last time you went to my grandpa's house.
What'd you say?
We haven't talked about the time you went to grandpa's.
That is true.
Do you want to talk about that
I got
now?
one thing before we do that. So, here's the thing. Dylan and I will both agree that reality is based on perception.
Yeah, reality's thin.
Yes. So, I try not to believe in malicious ghosts or malicious
I
spirits.
believe
or
in all
malicious
of it.
I try...
You know, you can say that until you come to my house.
Okay, see, all right, let me reiterate. It's not that I don't believe in it. I try to not pay it attention, but I believe in my dad's ghost the strongest. So my dad's chain, whenever I feel like uncomfortable, and I've come over to your house with it a couple times, my dad used to wear a dog chain every single fucking day. And, like, that's just charged with like, his presence. So it's like a talisman I carry sometimes. And I used to wear it all the time throughout high school when I was dealing with the depression of his death, and it did help. So whenever I feel uncomfortable, like, not just like in a regular like situation, because I do it then too, but like when I feel helpless or I feel there's something otherworldly and intangible and omnipresent near me, then I just put it on, or I go be near my dad's ashes, which is really helpful.
There's not a light source behind me, is there?
Yeah, the sun.
Yeah.
Sunset's over there, though.
Yeah, but there's
It's
still
reflecting
light.
off of the RV.
All right, good.
But anyway, so, you know, that stuff.
Yeah.
And I brought it when we were walking. I just didn't want to sound like a weirdo. But yeah, so we went on the 4th of July. We went over to...
Changing subject.
Oh, my grandpa's house.
And I make a lot of dead dad jokes, as all my friends would know. And
they're really good too. Like, he puts thought into them.
And what's it called? Those leaked over to Gavin's grandpa because he told him about me and my dead dad jokes. So what was your grandpa's answer to that?
He wanted Goat to bring his dad to my grandfather's house so we could have dinner on the 4th of July, just the three of us. But I ended up bringing my girlfriend, and by his request, not because I'm weird. And then he brought his girlfriend, which we won't talk about.
Not me.
Yeah.
Your grandpa.
Yeah, my grandfather brought his girlfriend, which she upset everyone.
Yes.
Because Sam cried and you had to go outside because you were angry at her.
Did Sam really cry?
I shouldn't talk about that, yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, she just reminded her of her mom. But yeah, everyone hates that.
Dad's body was shaking.
Yeah, right. The parents' force. But Goat. My grandfather was being very serious about this, and Goat brought his dade to the house. And
It's a little wooden box with nice little engravings on it. It's very nice, and I just carried it around the whole evening.
yeah, he brought it. My grandfather set a place. He set a dinner place for Goat's dad, And Goat's dad sat in the chair next to Goat. And we just all ate dinner together while this bitch, his girlfriend, was trying to play it off like really sensitive. She was like, "I'm so sorry about your loss. You know, I lost my dad recently." Like plunges into the story that no one cares about. And then it's really forced too, because she's really fake and she wants to get on my grandfather's good side.
Because money.
Yeah. And so they were just going into that.
Do you know how old the girlfriend is?
Not young enough.
Not young enough? Okay.
Yeah, like early 50s probably.
Alright.
Yeah. He could do better. But wait. So yeah. So Goat has to go outside because he's very irritated by this lady's vapidity. She's not the most intelligent. She's just a sycophant. So that didn't really bode too well. But we did get a sweet picture of Goat doing a thumbs up next to his dad. While he ate dinner. While she was talking about her dad being really sad. And it was honestly a pretty good time. Is there anything I'm forgetting? Yeah.
So she brings it up twice, actually. At the beginning, when I first met her, my dad was under my arm, and I was just like, I had this because we just played pool.
Yeah.
And like we went back upstairs after playing pool, which I want to play with your grandpa again.
He's really good.
Yeah. But anyway, so I was playing. I was talking to her, and she's like, "Oh, what's that?" I go, "It's my dad," and I just like flipped it over so you could see like the official like sticker labeling my father, and the little cork in the bottom where I could just pull my dad out if I wanted to. He's in a bag inside the box. If I uncorked it, my dad wouldn't spill everywhere. Just
You
to
know,
make
the
that
first
clear.
when he brought it over here, he flipped it over and started pulling the cork off, and I'm just like, "Oh shit! Is he just gonna start popping out of here?"
I'm just gonna start throwing the dust, and like ghost battles are gonna start happening.
Don't anger the goat.
Malvogia!
Wanda. But anyway.
Oh, that game.
But anyway.
These sick games.
But anyway, so she brings it up, and like we all, whenever I said my dad, everyone kind of had a smile flash across their face and chuckled a little bit, but she didn't pick up on it. Instead, she tried to make it very depressing. She tried to be sympathetic to somebody who was over it, and I was making a joke of it, and we were just doing what I do, and
Having a good time.
So.
She at the table and Goat just comes in his mouth and he's like,
But yeah, so I'm getting to that. And so she's talking about it, and she's like, "Yeah, no, I understand." And she put her hand on my shoulder at one point, and she's like, that's what we all really want, is someone to remember us enough to carry us around once we've passed. And she's making it kind of uncomfortable for me, because like...
Which I think is a show of skill, because I've never seen you like
Right.
honestly uncomfortable
Well,
around
no,
people.
because she was trying to manipulate the mood.
yeah.
That was a day...
Our advanced hoe.
Oh, yeah.
Well, see, I don't think you understand. People in my family are really good at manipulating people.
I understand that. But I'm like, okay, so we kind of shrug it off and we go back to dinner. And we talk about other things. And she does it again. She brings it back up about my dad. She's like, I think it's really sweet still that you brought your father. And then she lays on something for about 10 minutes. And I actually have to pick up a napkin and put it over my mouth, because I am on the verge of just laughing. Because
I broke that one.
she misunderstood the whole point entirely.
Of
And-
bringing your dad.
Oh, yeah. My
It was
dad...
just a joke.
It was just a joke, and she's giving me this very false, like,
I'm so sorry
emotionally
type of deal.
charged, like speech, and she keeps going on and on about it. And as soon as she finishes, I'm like, "Thank you, I appreciate
Like
that."
you could take your knife that you were eating with and just cut the bullshit in the air.
Oh yeah. And I was like, thank you, I appreciate that. Back in high school, my friends and I used to kind of joke about it. For one instance, I got ketchup all over my chest on my nice white shirt, and my friend Kareem looks over at me and goes, "Wow, you're more like your dad than I thought."
I think that's make clear that's what you said to her.
Yeah. And a couple of jokes like that throughout the evening. I didn't do the one I did for Jaleesa, and I should have been like... She didn't ask me how my dad died, so I couldn't set it up. My favorite response is, "Oh, how'd your father die?"
I got this. Hey, Goat, how'd your dad die?
Heart attack. Bullet induced. But yeah. And... yeah.
There was one time that she was running through her speech or whatever, because she says the same shit over and over again.
She's like an NPC. You can get her to loop.
Yeah, almost. It's pretty fucking bad. I hate this woman. She's involved in marketing as sort of like I want to say restaurateur, but she doesn't have any talents in general, and in particular those that regard culinary. She just promotes restaurants and organizes things.
She's like a hype man.
Yeah, she's an organizer. His previous girlfriend was an ambassador, so a lot of manipulative types, to be honest. Anyways, so
Well, I guess they got the skill set.
yeah, all she does is talk about her connections. This most recent one, like every time for literally like 20
Hey,
or 30
she should meet
minutes.
my brother because he wants to do management stuff. I mean, hey, if he can get some gains out of it.
Yeah, that would be good. But as I was saying, she was doing her spiel, and my girlfriend starts smiling. She has to look away, and then I start smiling, and I'm really bad at holding things in, so I just started laughing while she was talking about Goat's dad. And she was like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "Nothing. You're all good. Don't worry about it. It's just a thing that we have."
Yeah, and to reemphasize, I don't think I put enough emphasis on it. When she finished talking, I reclaimed the table and the mood with dad jokes. I just kept laying them on one after the other until I think she understood. Because like she kind of made a face after I made the first joke. She's like, "Oh." Like,
I think from the way you guys describe it, I think she understood it. I don't think she ever accepted it
no, she didn't get it at
because
first.
she brought it up a second time. So
Her thing is though that I was really surprised by she didn't catch on to it. So I figured what happened is she would catch on to it, and then she would make really stupid or just shitty jokes about it, and would be like kind of halfway out of the loop. But she'd be like, "Haha, funny guys, right?" Because her whole thing is she tries to be cool.
Us gamers, huh?
Yeah, she tries to be cool. That she did that.
you gonna tell him about that?
She.
Can I? Yeah. Okay, so she went to go tell us because like we started talking about Street Fighter because we're explaining the end situation
Yeah.
and our roommate.
Well, no,
And-
I started off by talking about taquitos.
Oh yeah, you did.
Dude, taquitos delicious.
And she started. Shut the.
Taucatos.
you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
though.
I know what you mean.
But especially when they blow out little stuff at the end in the microwave. and
Just like the red
Oh Jesus, Gavin.
That's how
my
you learn.
ass is outside of my body.
you learn from the taquitos.
But anyway, so
Taquitos.
he's talking about it.
Taquitos.
There's no A.
So he's talking about Street
Taquitos?
Fighter stuff, competitive gaming in general, and she starts to send us off in the most hilarious way possible. She says, "Oh yeah, what was it like a nephew? My nephew plays competitive GTA."
Oh yeah, you told me.
And
about that.
I just like whenever I react to things, I'm not doing it on purpose. I don't try to overblow it, but sometimes my body just jerks and I make a like inhale sound and like I very slightly just went like oh. But then I was thinking about it, and I'm like, maybe she didn't misspeak. Maybe that's a real thing. I'm like, no, that's not real. No. Could you imagine?
what was it actually?
Modern Warfare.
It's Call of Duty, yeah.
Yeah, Call of Duty.
Just COD in general.
Yeah.
And this guy, man.
Well, she doesn't play the video game. She's just trying to,
Be hip with the
That's
youngins.
That's the shit she normally does.
she's just trying to talk with you
It's
guys.
like when Goat mentions his dad, she's gonna try and be funny about it and then fuck it up. But then she didn't.
It just went right over her head.
Boy, she tried to pretend like
You know
she
what the-
knew what ICP was.
You know what the funny thing was?
Oh.
When you were over here and you were telling Grammy about the whole situation, Grammy was like, "Yeah, you can have your dad over here," and she did. Like, I'm pretty sure I've told her that Goat's dad has since passed, but she probably forgot. And then when we explained it, she goes, "You could still have him over."
Yeah, because she's like, you can have your dad over here, and I go, Grammy, are you serious? She goes, yeah, as long as he's not an asshole. And, and I'm just like, Grammy, he's dead. He's just an ass.
Not anymore.
But yeah. No, but this woman, like, I started talking about The Gathering and ICP because his grandpa got a lot of enjoyment out of that.
Yeah, my grandpa's the shit. He's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, we got along really well. I wanna lift and hang out with your grandpa again.
Like I say this as someone who is not like I'm pretty estranged. Like I hate my family, My parents just come up to me, like my mom just came up to me and she's like, "I don't love you," and I was like, "All right, cool."
Oh shit.
Yeah, like we don't get along well at all. And she took it back, but nah, you don't. Take
I'm
that
sorry.
back.
That's something you can't really come back from.
Oh yeah, and despite this, and despite the fact that I don't answer my siblings' phone calls or any shit like that, my grandfather's the shit. Like he's really cool. Same thing with my Oma, but we don't have any interesting stories about her. But yeah, he's fucking rad. So alright, go on.
And as I'm telling this, your grandpa, I think every time your grandpa and I had an interaction, we both, like, really got into it. And dude, when he pulled out the cheese wheel, like, I was like, alright, this man's amazing.
Did he even have the little special thing to cut it on the wheel?
Yep, yeah, he did.
Yeah.
It sounds like the Gavin clan needs to be invited to like the Ledbetter fam reunions.
The box in his. Sorry, I really want to show you the box in his foyer or whatever that room we were sitting in. But I didn't want to be an asshole. But from Costa Rica, he has a wooden box, and if you open it up, it's just a kilogram of silver, pure silver. I was like,
Holy shit.
yeah, I just like showing it to because he doesn't have exorbitant things, and he didn't buy it. It was a gift. He doesn't buy
Yeah.
shit like that. But I'm like, it's just there. It's just
That
the fact
amount
he
is
has
just so it's a perfect amount.
It just says like 1 kilometro de plata pura, which is just 1 kilometer of pure silver.
Kilometer.
Kilogram. I'm out of it today.
Dude, I've always wanted to see a kilometer of silver. That'd be cool.
But, so, I'm talking, like, directly to his grandpa at this point, and she interjects in with, "Oh, ICP, I know what that is." And I go, yeah, their full name? And she's just like, yeah, I'm like, yeah, Insane Clown Posse. And
He had an ICP shirt on.
I was wearing it. Oh, yeah, I wore my ICP shirt to the dinner with my dad. I was gonna wear a lobster shirt, but I chose not
Rock
to.
lobster?
But, yeah, you can die.
You know what they say, kids? ICP back in the house, man.
Hey, check it out, man! ICP back in the house, man! Violent J, man! Too dope, man! Wicked Clown, man!
They just shook this whole house.
Woo! No, just this part.
Oh, man. Well, yeah, there's no slab over here.
Yeah, we're basically just posts in the ground.
We are floating.
Isn't that weird? You know this part of the house isn't on the blueprints, so Grandma doesn't have to pay tax on it.
Oh, that's rad. But yeah, so she's like, oh yeah, the gathering. And like, she tried to like,
You mean magic?
she tried to understand, but like, and like, she tried to finish my sentences, and I'm like, yeah, they just go out there for a couple days, for a whole week, and she's like, oh, okay, and I'm like, yeah, and they just like culminate, and she's like, well, are there any like showers out there? I'm like, only Fago.
You mean it's like Woodstock, except just juggalos.
The more I explained it to her, the more she just kind of backed away and didn't want to talk
which
about it
which is the
anymore.
proper response for most. I would say I don't want to say normal people, but most people that don't
Most
know any-
higher class people.
Yes,
She got that wrinkle in her nose that they get.
Oh yeah.
she got that highbrow wrinkle.
She got the wrinkle in her nose that stand users get when they smell cigarette smoke.
I like the smell of cigarette
That's a
smoke.
poll.
Yeah!
Oh, I wasn't gonna. I just said she
That
lives
was
in
fake.
Buckhead.
I know. Yeah.
She's bad. I have to work in Buckhead. I don't like those people. But I get free cupcakes, so that's cool.
But see,
Dude,
here's the
free
thing.
stuff from your business is always the best.
I was actually afraid that Gavin and I wouldn't get along as well as we did when we moved in together because we work in completely different we work in
Hold on,
completely different
Goat.
fields. You work higher class. I just work in a kitchen with a bunch of Mexicans.
I need to ask this real question: are they just like in the are the cupcakes like in the lobby or
If you want,
something?
I can shameless plug the business because it's not ours. So on Roswell Road in Buckhead, intersection of Roswell Road and East Paces Ferry, there's a company called Georgetown Cupcakes, and they're sponsored by TLC. They're sponsored by TLC. If you go on their website, they have a cupcake cam, and you go look on the. It has like a camera into their bakery type deal, and it'll show the. It'll have a rack of cupcakes and a name above it. If you go in and you ask for that name of cupcakes, they'll just give you one for free, and they're $3.25 a piece normally. Yeah. If
I
you have
don't-
5 friends, they'll give you 5 cupcakes.
I don't know how to take this.
I go
You're
in-
telling me where I can get free cupcakes.
Yeah, and they're like rich people cupcakes. They're just super heavy. Every day, I come downstairs from the elevator. And I just walk. It's like 5 feet away from my office, and I just get a free cupcake.
That is amazing. You don't even need lunch. You just get cupcakes.
Yeah, but no, it is kind of nice to, because like Gavin and I, if once we started getting down to talk about it, we come from vastly different places in life, but we're very, very similar. And
Trailer versus patrician and then some.
yeah, go ahead, repeat that.
Oh yeah, so go grew up in a trailer largely, or for some time, as I understand. Yeah, and then I grew up in, I guess grew up in this really fucking patrician family, and he does welding and I do software engineering, but we're both down with the clown. And it's just fucking cool hanging out with him. We're good friends.
And then there's me, who's just always lived in this house that we're in.
Yeah.
I went from projects to upper middle class
But you got to tell them where the projects are.
outside of Disney World.
Oh, that's great.
So it was just this one white boy and a bunch of Cubans.
Yep.
Town B2.
Worse.
Oh wait, I got another one. All right, so I was talking to my boss, who's this very straight-laced Jewish man. Not quite Orthodox, but he has the beard. He says Hebrew things like day to day and shit like that. He's super stoic.
How
Is he
much?
the guy from Independence Day?
I don't know.
How-
I don't watch good movies.
How much?
not a good movie.
How many schmeckles do you think he makes a day?
Oh my god, man, that man makes a lot of fucking schmeckles. Like he has to. He seems pretty worldly wise. He's Jewish. He's really cool too. But anyways, Goat and I live in this part of Georgia called West Cobb.
Ghettoville 1.
I wouldn't say Ghettoville.
I wouldn't even call it
There
West
are
Cobb.
3 family dollars on the road you live on.
But
no,
not-
there's more than that if you
No,
go on the whole
it's
road.
not-
So-
it's-
oh, get this. On the same road, I would say within minimum like 500 feet of there, well, maybe 1,000, so like a fifth of a mile, there's three 24-hour bail bonds.
One of them is colored like the Mexican flag.
Yes,
All right.
and they also sell insurance.
Now, when I contradict Dylan, I mean that it's... If I wanted to get a weave, I don't know where I get one. I don't know where I'd walk to get one.
Because you're white.
No,
No,
you'd
it's
go.
not 'cause I'm white.
You'd
But
go.
I
to-
would know.
You'd go to your neighbors.
Yeah.
One of them, I guarantee you, is a hairstylist.
Right. But so it's a Mexican ghetto in particular, and Goat and I call it Mexican Town, and so does ICP, which is probably why we call it that. I get along pretty well there because I can speak Spanish, which no one there knows so far because I like knowing what people are saying, especially when I don't know. And so far, like, not that many people talk shit. They're pretty all right.
I've never run into anybody mean. The only thing I've noticed is like most times when I wave at people, they don't really wave back. They kind of just stare at me and like they have to process what's happening, and then they're okay with it. Sometimes I get a delayed wave, but I'd say it's 50-50.
And the only reason I do okay in Mexican Town is because I'm brown, and I wake up at the ass crack of dawn,
But you're
and
not
then
brown.
I come home at night. I am vaguely ethnic.
You're just very tan.
That's true.
They can
He looks like a mix of something.
they can tell you're German.
No.
Totally.
No, dude, I had people come up to me at Six Flags. I had this black girl back when I had my mohawk, and she was hitting on me real hard. She's like, "So are you half black?" And I'm like,
It's the nose.
"It is my nose." And then people are like, "Are you Samoan?" I'm like, why do you think that? Oh, it's your jawline. Oh, are you half what's it called, Native American? Why? Oh, it's your eye it's your eyebrow ridge. It's your eyes. Oh, are you half Asian?
Hold on.
My Mexican coworker's thought I was Chinese.
This was also
What? Yes.
At this time, weren't you also working roofing?
Yes.
So you were probably a lot more tan than you are now.
Yes. When I'm tan, I'm brown. I look like I'm Mexican, not Spanish. Mexican.
Or any other Hispanic country, specifically Mexican.
Mexico.
All right, I just had to clarify for our listeners.
Yeah. All right, so I'm talking to my boss. I have this meeting with him. It's Bruno Wanham. He's like VP of technology, so it's not a small deal. So I'm kind of nervous. And this man causes you to be nervous because he's stoic as fuck. So I'm talking to him about the technology that we're going to work with, which is just this testing platform called Postman. It's really basic, but we needed it to migrate a service. But I digress. I tell him, he asked me, sort of as to call me out, have you moved out yet? I said, yeah, because it's
Hold on, Gavin.
Yeah, what's up?
Zach, it's the leaves rustling in the wind
No, it's
off
not.
the reflection of the RV.
It's a mass. So I feel like it's a car,
Zach
but every
sees
time I
ghosts.
turn around to catch it because it's going that way, I don't see a car.
It's the leaves.
Yeah, it's coming off the RV. I know
Goat's
what
about
you're
to kill
seeing.
himself.
It's annoying.
I thought you were just about to bite that barrel.
yeah. I've got a shotgun in my hand.
Well, you just started pointing it towards your mouth.
Please.
So I was talking about.
Hold on. Oh, wait.
It's just a little airsoft gun. I just don't like it pointed at me regardless.
I like that on the spectrometer. So the man's like, "You move out, Gavin." I was like, "Yeah," because I was using it for leverage during my negotiations. So it sounded like he was kind of calling me out on. He's like, "Did you move out like this week or something?" And I'm like a month and a half into this internship, so I'm like, "No, I moved out before I started this internship, and I need the money actually." He's like, oh, "Okay, cool. Where'd you move to?" And this guy used to live down the street from me, like 3 houses down. You know.
Oh, so did he knows where you used to live?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I say, in the context of where he lives, I say you go, down this road and then down this highway. And
Because everybody I know, I don't have to tell them what region. I just tell them what road you're off of, and most people in this area know that place.
yeah. And so he's like, "Oh, West Cobb." I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, I had a couple relatives move down there. Mexican town, right?" And I've never heard this man like curse or say anything remotely bad.
But you just get Mexican town out of them.
And just so Mexican town. And I didn't know how to react, so I just sat there in astonishment, and I just started laughing, and I was like, "Yeah, Mexican town." And I was like, "It's pretty good, because I know how to speak Spanish." And he's like, "Right? I had a relative move in there. Any of your roommates go to Chat Tech?" And I was like, "Actually, both of them do." And he's like, "I had one." He's like, "Watch out for them." I'm like, "No, they're cool." And he's like, "Yeah, because the only guy I knew who went to Chat Tech just smoked weed all day and sat around." I was like, "Oh, cool."
Hey, Goat, is that what you do all day?
No, because I want to be a welder, and if they find 1 ounce of dank in you, they're like, nah,
Oh yeah,
you will lose your
you're
job.
not.
So
you're
speaking
not.
of people being trash, I just read an article that's saying Monster Hunter Generations is the new Dark Souls.
Shut up.
Who wrote that?
Polygon.
Oh.
I want to kill myself.
Well,
No.
I mean, please don't, because we're gonna have to find a third person. I mean, worst case scenario.
So
best
put
case
this-
scenario
to put
would be
this into
Gavin.
perspective, the reason why I haven't had any stories is just because I've just been playing the Monster Hunter demo.
I mean, I have a few stories. I bought a car, so that was fun. But I
I
don't want
have
to talk
played
about
a
it.
demo
We can just leave
for
it there.
14 hours.
Oh, no, you have some stories. Like last night, we had some fun times at the Kike House.
He's not a kike. He's a bloody Brit.
He's not British though.
Oh, I've got 2 stories from work. One of them,
Shit, we're running it real long today.
it's not a story per se, but the Mexicans just one day, Ubo specifically. Also, they told me I work like a Mexican, so I'm in. Ubo came up to me, and he is a 4'9" man. This man's very small, but he's wider than I am, and he's built like a small truck. Like this man's arms and lats are monstrous. So one day they just came up to me and they're like, "Hey, Goat." I'm like, "What?" They go, "Your new name is Pepe." And I'm like, "Pepe?" And I thought they were like calling me papaya or something. And I'm like, "All right." And I didn't get it. And then like he said it again. He's like, no, Pepe. Because he could tell I didn't understand. He's like, doot doot. I go, wait, like Popeye? Yeah, Popeye. Pepe. I just go, okay. So they call me Popeye now. And the other day, it was very nice of Ubo. Ubo calls me over to the side. He's like, "I see you haven't eaten yet, my friend. I'm gonna make you an omelet." And I'm like, "Oh, thank you." So he makes me an omelet, and I'm like, "Oh, that was very kind of him," because he's never made me food without me asking before. But he just knew my schedule, and so I hear him, and he gathered up all the other hands in the restaurant, not restaurant, but in the kitchen, and they're like, "Hey, we made you an omelet," and it's just this giant fucking omelet, and they go, "With extra spinach for Pepe." Also, we work with 2 people named Steve in a restaurant. One is a creepy old man who is he's built like a watermelon, and he's got like no shoulders, and his arms kind of protrude from his body. And he keeps talking about how he got fired as a FedEx truck driver, but he won't tell us why. He just keeps saying they're stupid damn rules, which makes me think he fucked up. And then there's Gay Steve, who
Or
is
fucked
this
something.
other 50-year-old man who's very kind yet very flamboyant. He's the salad guy, and he has on multiple occasions made the joke to people, "Hey, here's a salad. Don't make me toss it." and he's a good man. But so we found out that Creepy Steve is of a bizarre variety, and he's gained a new nickname, Cuck Steve. Because
Oh, shit.
he just walked up to what's it called, to Carlos and Gay Steve, and just started talking about how this chick fucked this guy at their house. He's like, yeah, so my girl was just fucking this one guy, and then he just started being a cuck. So Cuck Steve, and he doesn't mind the nickname.
Wait, dude, that's because kitchens are always bad. My brother had some really weird nicknames when he was in the kitchen.
Oof. Well, we're trying to purge Steve right now. That Cuck Steve, not Good Steve.
Gay Steve?
Yeah. Gay Steve, Good Steve, he's both. He's the best Steve.
Oh, so you're trying to get rid of Cuck Steve?
Yeah, we're trying to get rid of Cuck Steve because Cuck Steve is... He's very slow.
Who wants a cuck around?
He's very bad at his job. He's very negative.
I don't like
and
it
he's
when they're
very
in the
vulgar.
closet.
What?
I said I don't like it when they're in the closet.
But yeah. So I think we should just end it there because this is a long ass podcast compared to the 17-minute.
I think
one we
Dylan
did
was just
earlier.
reminded of a story.
Oh, you want to go ahead?
No,
All right, well, I guess
we're
that's,
never talking about that.
I guess
On the
that's
podcast?
Never.
You can tell me later?
No.
Oh. Sorry.
you don't want to talk about it at dinner?
You tell
I'll
Grammy?
talk about it at the dinner table.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grammy ain't scared at anything. You just go ahead and talk about it.
All right.
You'd be surprised what she might say. Actually, no, don't talk about it. I don't want to know what she has to say.
Alright.
Well, this is The Noise of 3. I'm Zach.
This is Goat.
It's Gavin.
Wait.
Hey guys.
I was going to let you say your thing.
What thing?
I'm Dylan.
I'm Dylan.
I'm Zach.
And then...
I'm Stevo.
Shit.
All right, and then that's The Noise of 3.